two, one. I think we're live. We are live! Hello, everyone. I'm Carl Jackal from geekitupnotch.co.uk, and here we are for this week's Geek It Up a Notch podcast. I'm joined, as always, by the wonderful, the lovely, the beautiful Rebel Podge.
Good evening. I didn't know what to say. I was going to say something clever and funny, but I just couldn't think of anything. When you put on the spot like that.
You don't need clever and funny.
No, it's fine.
Me. But yeah, unfortunately, Houston, Predators Bro, may be joining us at some point. He said he was going to try and join us, but no promises there. And the same as Akudan is MIA as normal, so I think he might have died. I know he started playing Terraria. Maybe a boss got him in Terraria. I think that's what happened.
It's entirely possible, yeah. So.
I think a boss has killed him in Terraria. Or he's been held hostage.
Is it Terraria or Terraria? I can't
pronounce
it, but it's awesome either way.
It is awesome. I thought it was Terraria, but...
Terraria? That sounds like it could be
maybe
wrong.
we should send a rescue party out for him.
Someone will correct us, I'm sure.
Someone will. As always, we've got the Q&A section, which is somewhere open. So you can ask us questions, ask us whatever you like, and we'll answer. It's going to be, by the look of the show notes, a bit of a short one, but it is January, and people are being calm after Christmas, so... But we've still got articles to discuss, we've still got release dates to talk about, so we might as well kick off with the games this month with Rebel Podge. I want like an intro, like a drop or something. Yeah, games this month with Rebel Podge.
Yeah, it needs some kind of jingle, doesn't it, or some kind of intro, or you're right. We'll work on that. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps next week we'll have a sound or something. Yeah. So this month, as Mr. Jackal has just mentioned, it's a bit of a slow one. There's some stuff coming out that, to be honest, doesn't seem to have been promoted at all. I didn't even realise. But yeah, the first one I've got on the list is Resident Evil HD. This is coming out on the 20th of January, and it's going to be on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC, the PS3, and the Xbox 360. And this is kind of a remaster of a remaster. So I don't know if that's remasterception or what is that?
Reception masters? Mastered reception?
Yeah, it's a remaster. But basically, yeah, this is the original Resident Evil that originally came out on the PlayStation 1. And it was remastered for the Pube, the old game Pube. And it was given a sort of a much needed overhaul and like a new area and a new boss and stuff. And now they are remastering it again, this time for all the consoles and PC, as I mentioned. Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks like they've given some real thought to it and given it, a lot of attention in terms of the graphical quality. So that's good. The game itself is awesome, and I know, Carl, that you've never played it. Much to, I'm sure if Houston was here, he'd be pretty pissed off with you. But it's actually really good. It's like a classic survival horror. So it's the fixed camera angles. It's everything you remember about the classic Resident Evils. I'm looking forward to it. It should be pretty good, and you can preload it now if you're on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. I'm not too sure about PS3 and Xbox 360. You could probably preload it on PC as well on Steam. So if you're interested, get it pre-ordered. It's about £15 in the UK. So yeah, and the achievements are a bitch. So it's gonna take up a lot of time if you're into Resident Evil.
All I know for Resident Evil is it goes Resident Evil and
yeah, it's called Biohazard in Japan. So I don't know if they have the same voice or what.
Biohazard. Probably in Japanese though. Let's be honest.
Well, I don't know. I really don't.
I know what the Japanese for Biohazard is.
No, it's just Biohazard in English, bro.
Is it?
True story. Anyway, The second
you
thing
know.
I've got listed on my games this month, little notes, is Saints Row 4 re-elected. Comes out apparently on the 23rd of January, and this is kind of like an up. I'm not going to say a HD remaster, but just like a slight update to Saints Row 4. I guess probably in similar vein to like Grand Theft Auto's update, but obviously with a lot less love and attention and no marketing whatsoever. I didn't even realize this thing was coming out. So, yeah, I don't really know much about Saints Row other than that it's basically an over-the-top open world game, right?
Yeah, it's like it's Grand Theft Auto but with a sense of humour, basically.
Yeah,
Um,
to be fair, GTA can be funny in places, but yeah, this is a different kind of humor, isn't it? This is like
very
over the top.
over the top and slightly childish almost in a way. So sort of like you run around with dildos and hit people, and it's just like, hey, that's it's all right. It's
Yeah, but who doesn't want to beat someone to death with a dildo? I mean, you know,
that's true.
we've all thought about doing that at some point in our lives, and anyone who says otherwise is a liar.
I completely and utterly agree. I do have a question around the name though.
All right.
Do you say re-elected
Yeah, I
or
think that
re-erection?
re-erected.
Re-erected. Ah, no, I couldn't quite hear it.
Gat Out of Hell is listed as well. I don't know if it was originally called Saints Row 4 Gat Out of Hell or what, but I'm again not sure. Never really played them, so can't really comment too much on that. But yeah, that's coming out on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and yeah, 23rd January. So check that shit out. And the final game I've got on the list is called Dying Light. And that is a sorry, that is a zombie game. Another one, but it's kind of a zombie game. From what I've seen from the trailers, it is sort of a zombie game with a kind of Mirror's Edge twist. So and kind of a Dead Island kind of. It looks like a mishmash of kind of games we've seen before, but it looks pretty good. I'm very interested in the sort of parkour element of it because, as I say, I like, it reminds me of Mirror's Edge. Dead Island, I did enjoy despite all the sort of negative rep it got. So, yeah, it's just.
Dying Light, was that the game we saw when the crew went to what Game Fest was it? We went to a developer session, and
Yes, it was. Yes,
I thought I recognised the name.
Was it Insomnia? No, it wasn't at Insomnia. It was at the EGX, I believe. Rezzed, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Which was the really one, the festival we went to? That was that Rezzed or was that Insomnia?
I don't know. Insomnia was more of a LAN party, but
yeah, it was Insomnia that it was all right, but it wasn't a lot there. But it was Rezzed that was.
Yeah. Although we did get to play Evolve at
I may be slightly excited that there's a beta out today. I may be wearing a T-shirt that says Evolve on it.
Yeah. So the Evolve open beta is out today. So if you haven't already started to download it, you're probably not going to be playing it today because it's just over 20 gigabytes. Holy shit! But yeah, it's currently open beta on Xbox One, and there will be a beta on PC and PS4. But I think they're starting on the 17th. There's a couple of extra days for the one, and I think the one gets a couple of extra modes or features or something. But yeah.
A couple of extra days, is that to install it?
Well, some of us, Carl, installed it this morning and planned it.
Well, some of us left it on to install, and the internet cut out during the day, so I'm currently sat looking at 51%.
Well,
51%.
51%'s not bad, but you're probably not playing it tonight, I've got to be honest. So yeah, anyway, Dying Light. looks pretty cool. Coming out at a bad time because there's a ton of stuff coming out in February, which we'll talk about next month. But and we might touch upon some of it in a minute, I'd imagine, because we're pretty excited. But yeah, Dying Light, zombies with a Mirror's Edge twist. Looks
Yes.
alright.
Yes.
Check it out.
I might have to.
And the next point on the list is Carl says, I have an Xbox One. So, Carl, would you like to expand upon that? This is
I definitely just leave it as I have an Xbox One. No, as people know, I've been looking about if to get a next-gen console or not, and after playing Evolve at said festival, which I can't remember the name, even though we just said it like less than a minute ago. Insomnia. See, I knew that. I said, oh, update 52%. Anyway, back to the story. I decided, okay, everyone else is going to get Evolve. They're going to get on the one, so I've got to get a one. So I was planning on getting anything I got for Christmas, saving up money-wise, and selling my old my 360, my PS2 I've still got. I'm getting rid of all my old consoles, clearing out a load of clutter to go towards an Xbox One. I then got my Christmas bonus, which happened to be the Xbox One with Sunset Overdrive from my bosses. They went, here you go, happy Christmas. So that was awesome. So I now have an Xbox One, which I've been enjoying very much so. And yes, I'm now waiting for the Evolve beta to install. It's still at 52%.
In all honesty, I can't think of a better Christmas bonus. I think every year your boss should give you a games console.
I don't know if that would go down to.
Well, just pitch the idea. Just see what he says. I mean, you know, next year could be a PlayStation 4, and you know, maybe the year after you just get this year I don't know what console I want. Can you just get me a PC, or you know, just mix it up. Just mix it up.
Yeah, I'll plant the idea and the seed.
Well, if you don't ask, you don't.
That's true. I will probably get a response that starts with the first word starts with F and the last word will start with F as well. But yeah, I was very shocked that they actually got at me because I wasn't expecting anything, and then all of a sudden it was just like, by the way, here's an Xbox One. I was like, what? So yeah, it's awesome. I've been enjoying it immensely. I like Titanfall. I like Titanfall a lot. Titanfall is fun. Titanfall is parkour with a gun. Yeah, I like Titanfall.
And giant mechs. Let's not forget giant mechs. What a great game. It doesn't get as much love as it should, I don't think. Okay.
It doesn't. Holy hell! We have a beard.
What?
Hi.
Well, hello.
Well, hello there, Mr. Houston.
Houston in the podcast.
Sorry, a few technical difficulties and stuff.
You are live on air, Mr. Houston.
Hi.
How does that make you feel?
Emotional. It's fine.
You know, I thought you were going to say sexy. I don't know why I had that in my head. How does that make you feel? Extremely sexy.
I was going to go there, but I thought best not.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
So, we're about to discuss articles. Let's discuss articles with Mr. Houston.
Okay.
Yay.
I need to actually look at said articles because I haven't had a chance to do so. But
What's all right?
Not even remotely prepared. In the meantime, both myself and Mr. Jackal will discuss. So
We'll start off with some bad news then.
A list. Wow, yeah. Bad news, but hopefully for the right reasons. Am I right?
I'm hoping it's for the right reasons. Basically, as we all know, Grand Theft Auto 5 was being released in... It was originally meant to be released on January the 27th, but Rockstar has announced that it's been pushed back to March the 24th. The reason they've said is they wanted additional time to test and additional polish required to make the game what they desire it to be. So, it's good reasons, but it's still like, oh.
It's always a bit gutting when a game gets delayed, but you know, I mean, especially with Rockstar, you know that the extra polish is going to make a difference, and it's bound to be worth it. I'd rather wait like a couple of months and have a game that I'm not completely gutted with on day one. I mean, look at Piss Ass Creed with all the issues that had on day one, and if they'd have delayed that by like a couple of weeks, the backlash wouldn't have been anywhere near as bad. So, maybe they're just refining, eventually actually comes out, which is sweet.
Now, hopefully it'll just mean that it'll be a better game for it. So there's always that to hope forward to. Luckily. Right then, well, on to the next article on our list. It is all about the event that happened yesterday, Nintendo Direct. As you know, like it's monthly, isn't it?
It seems to just be whenever they feel like it, really. This Nintendo Direct. I don't think it's monthly as such. Is it monthly? I don't know.
It seems to be about monthly, but maybe it's sort of, I don't know. It seems to be no particular set time, but I thought
they tend to like announce it like a couple of days before and get you sucked into this hype train. Because usually, like, there's an announcement for an announcement, and they're like, "Oh yeah, next month we're going to be talking about this," and you go, "Yeah, awesome!" And then you wait like a month, and by the time the thing actually comes around, you're like, "Yeah, forgot all about it."
Yeah,
But they do this thing where they're like, "Okay, in 2 days or in 1 day, we're having a Nintendo Direct, and it's going to be fucking awesome." So, and that is exactly what this one was. Holy hell!
It really was.
Holy hell, right?
They finally announced the launch date of the new Nintendo 3DS XL and the new Nintendo 3DS as February the 13th around the world. Interestingly enough, America's not getting the standard size, only the XL.
Well, what's up with that?
Yeah, I thought it was really weird, but yeah, they're not getting the new 3D, getting the new 3DS XL.
Yeah, I read about it earlier as well. Apparently, supply and demand, different countries are getting different things just for the fact of they'll sell better in different countries than they will over here. So, kind of weird.
That's bizarre. I mean, there's bound to be some people that want the original one. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't make. Maybe they just sold a ton of XLs and they thought, oh, everyone wants the XL size in America or whatever.
Yes, isn't it? I know. But yes, we are getting the new Nintendo. I hate that name. Can we call it the 3DSi? Because that's what it is.
The 3DSi. The DSi had a camera, right? Which the DS Lite didn't. And that was basically it, right?
You slightly improved process, SoC in there, and
well, this seems like a whole nother level to me because it's got an impressive new list of features and exclusive games and stuff that actually sound really, really good. So,
yeah, it's very true. We've now got the extra little nub, the C stick. Which hidden at the corner, which is nice. It's a slightly faster processor. It's got NFC built in for the Amigo support for the figures. And then there is. I'm trying to think what else there was. It doesn't include a charger, which I know Nintendo have been doing that for a while.
The XL didn't include a charger either. So the original 3DS did, but when the XL came out, they were just like chargers sold separately. They're like £7 or something for the official one, but if you've already got one, then you're good. So I think this one uses micro SD.
Yes, instead of full size SD.
The 3D is massively improved from what I'm hearing, because there's some kind of like eye tracking built into the way the 3D works. So with the standard 3DS, you'd use it, and I like the 3D, but sometimes you'd have to turn it off because you're sitting at a weird angle, or you keep losing that point where you can see it, and everything becomes blurry. But in the new 3DS, it sort of tracks your eyes, and it's apparently, from what I've read, it's really hard to kind of get out of that sweet spot where you can perfectly see the 3D. So that's going to be awesome, because to be able to actually use that and without compromise, if you actually want to, is a good step in the right direction. And it's probably what it should have been from day one, really. But
yeah. Hopefully, it won't give me a headache or anything like that. So, because I reckon the fault with the original one was because you had to have it in that sweet spot. If you just moved slightly, it wasn't exact, and it just ended up hurting my head. So, hopefully, it will be better. It also comes with you also now get custom faceplates for it, which I thought was quite cool.
Well, to be clear, the custom faceplates are only for the smaller one, the standard size one.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, you can't get custom plates for the XL one. But there are some extremely sexy limited editions of the new Nintendo 3DS XL. Which...
Let's start with the inferior one. There's some game called Zelda or something.
Oh,
I don't know. Some people seem to like
Zelda
it.
games are awesome, and
Zelda's the hero, right?
shut up, Carl. I'm gonna slap you.
Just wow.
Look, even Houston's annoyed with you.
But no, there's the Zelda limited edition with the remake of Majora's Mask. Am I right in saying it doesn't? One of the special editions doesn't come with the game.
No, that's not true. In America, the limited edition Majora's Mask 3DS XL does not come with the game, but in Europe, so UK and whatever, it does come with the game. But it's like digitally included on the storage. So
Right. Okay. So yeah, there's a Majora's Mask a Zelda 3DS with Majora's Mask for the Europe, apart from America, which does look rather sexual. It's got the Link shield onto the one side, like almost embossed in, looks really nice. But the one that we're all excited for, no, I think Podge wants the Zelda one because he sucks.
The Zelda one's awesome. I can't see a picture of it right now, which is really annoying. I can't remember what it looks like exactly, but
it's got a embossed shield on it. I'm sure it's right. I'm sure it is.
Yeah,
the actual Majora's Mask.
I don't think it's the mask. I think it's Zelda's shield.
Hold on a sec.
Somebody Google it. Somebody give it a Google.
I'm googling it.
While the googling is happening, the other special edition, which is one I'm most excited about,
is the one we're all extremely excited about. As you know, we went through a phase as a group of completely bumming Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and now they have announced a Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate limited edition, new Nintendo 3DS XL, and holy shit, it looks nice.
It's it looks so nice. It looks so just, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Little sexy bitch.
Yeah. I want.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh man, that's so nice. And what with all the fact that it's so much faster and so many exclusive features and so many good games coming out and stuff. It's like, oh man, that makes it even sweeter now that there's this limited edition console.
Oh, so I'm gonna get Monster Hunter 4, and then they've even got a couple of free-to-play games. They've got they've got one that I know of, which is the Pokemon Shuffle, which is like a Candy Crush / Tetris / Bejeweled type game with Pokemon, which is free to play.
Well,
oh, sweet. I didn't realise that there were some free games coming out. I knew that so I guess as well as these new 3DSs and these two big games, and obviously these two big games are also coming out. So Zelda, Majora's Mask 3D, and Monster Hunter are also coming out on the 13th of February. But also now they announced the follow-up to Fire Emblem.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And I didn't really get into Fire Emblem, which is a shame, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. But it's kind of like a turn-based, sort of very similar to Advance Wars from what I could see, but if you've ever played that, but someone who's played it will probably explain it better than me. But I've only really played sort of half an hour of it, but yeah. So there's that, and then they were talking about the Xenoblade Chronicles remake.
Oh, the yes, I know which one you mean. I just clicked some Xenoblade.
Did you see the new like box art as well? It's like they flip the box. So they flip the picture on the box. I don't know if the box still opens as it always did, but the banner is along the top now.
Oh right, no, I didn't.
Like, give it a goog.
More to the goog. I'll goog that, and Houston can tell us the goog of the results of the Zelda goog.
Yeah, Majora Mask it's like a gold outside case with a picture of Majora's Mask in the middle of it.
Ah, nice.
It looks very pretty. I will.
It does look awesome, but I think my only beef with that is that what I never understood is they do it the way around so that it looks awesome when it's closed, but then when you open it, it's upside down.
Yeah, and it's just plain. Yeah.
And then it looks a bit weird being upside down.
I mean, to be fair, it can be said on the Monster Hunter one, when you open it, the text is upside down, but it's not as, I don't know. It just does. It probably won't be as bad. Well, I hope it won't be as bad, but
No, it'll be nice. It'll be nice. But right then, on to the next article from. Really?
What?
Official Minecraft Simpsons somehow looks more deformed. Really?
Wow. Minecraft Simpsons.
Yeah, with a skin pack.
Yeah, this is a bit of a curveball that popped into the news rotation today. So they're releasing a Simpsons skin pack for 360 and for the one, which they've priced at $1.99, but haven't said what it's going to be in the UK. Probably £1.99 or maybe even $2.49 or something ridiculous. But yeah, they look a bit creepy.
They are a little weird, aren't
I guess this is kind of a visual story, really, because you'd have to see the screenshot, but you can see that they're definitely the Simpsons.
Yeah, they're definitely the Simpsons, and they're definitely.
I don't know. The Marge and Lisa ones really creep me out.
Yeah, and Lisa doesn't look. Lisa doesn't look right.
It looks flat. I think is the reason why Lisa looks a bit weird.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's Minecraft, so I don't know what I expected, really, but you know, I don't know. They just look weird.
And I always thought Bart was shorter than Lisa.
Don't know, actually. I guess they're about the same height. That should be fine.
Weird.
It's very random.
Weirdness in a bun. Of all the sort of sponsorship deals, I thought, because we had Star Wars like last month or the month before, didn't we? And now we've got Simpsons. Oh, you've got a picture up. Switch.
There we go. Let's see if we can. Okay, I don't know if you can see that from there, but
Yeah, you can.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
So now that Microsoft are behind this thing, they've chose to
Partner with the Simpsons.
Bizarre.
Very bizarre. Well, on to the next story. The rarest officially released NES game is being sold on eBay. It's a factory sealed 1987, a year younger than me, Nintendo NES Stadium Events game, and it's currently for over $90,000 for a NES game.
Wow!
You got to read the deets, bro. It's
okay. There was only ever two. Yeah, only ever two
were ever made, right?
But only two of them reached store shelves.
200 of them.
Oh, sorry, 2 of them. Yeah, 200 of them. Yeah, only 2. Only 200 each your shelves.
But this one's actually sealed as well, and it specifically says only 2 copies in the world are known to exist, still sealed in the original packaging, including this one that's just hit eBay. The seller claims he once worked at Nintendo and was presumably aware of the rarity of this cartridge when he purchased it in the early 90s. Holy shit.
Insane.
In the membrane.
Very, very, very much so. I hear background noise.
All right.
I blame Houston.
Googling stuff and stuff started playing in the background.
Yeah.
You're right to blame Houston.
And hello to Blaze watching, who's posted hello in our chat. So hello. On to the next article, the other one that I know Akrodon will be very, very excited about, and Podge is rather excited about, and I'm rather excited about, and I hope Houston's rather excited about. Be excited, Houston.
If I can, yeah, I can imagine where you're going with this. I've got a sneaky suspicion it might be where you're going with this.
Follow me.
Alia. Hello.
As we're looking at new and tasty.
New and tasty.
New and tasty.
It's new and tasty. Coming to Xbox One in early March, which is, I guess, the bit that we're specifically excited about.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been on the PS4 pretty much since the PS4 launched. Or was it from the launch? I don't know. It's been out for ages on PS4.
Yes.
But now it will be jumping over to Steam. And Xbox Steam in February the 25th to be specific, and Xbox One is early March, and then eventually on PS3, and I don't know.
It's going to be amazeballs. What I'm more excited about is if this goes well, that means they'll release Exodus, probably newer and tastier. Then hopefully they'll release Munch's Odyssey. I was probably the only person who enjoyed that game. But more hopefully is, I know they recently released it for Android, but Stranger's Wrath. Oh, that was such a good game.
Well, if it sells well enough, and I think, to be fair, from what I've heard, it's had a lot of sort of love and attention to detail. So I wouldn't be surprised if it did quite well, especially given the sort of relatively decent price of it. It's going to be about £15 by the looks of it, which is sweet. And can you really put a price on nostalgia? Because this is a proper this is like a proper when you see HD remake or whatever. This is not just like they've upscaled the graphics and it came out last generation. This is like this came out like on the PlayStation 1 and they've like rebuilt it from the ground up. And I mean, you can see the screenshots kind of speak for themselves, really. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get at least Exodus, because Exodus was pretty much the same in terms of the graphical experience from what I remember. So I guess it'd be a no-brainer for them to do Exodus.
I guess they'd just be using the same type of engine, basically, and just adding the fart sounds. Adding the fart sounds.
You can fart in Abe's Odyssey, can't you? But what I remember, I always remember this in Exodus, was that you could fart and then possess the fart and then control it, which I thought was quite frankly a revolution in video gaming.
Definitely. Oh dear. But on that beautiful note of controlling farts with your mind, I think it's time we call it a go. But before we do, just an update: 59%. Right now, where are we?
Oh god! I'm going to be playing this thing on my own.
I think maybe, unfortunately.
Ah,
Damn it.
you just have to wait and play Titanfall with me.
Ah.
Ooh. Houston,
Hello.
do you still have Titanfall?
I do not still have Titanfall, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking of repurchasing it just because you can get it quite cheap now as well. So
Yeah, it was about. I picked up mine for maybe 12.
yeah, I think that's what they're selling it at game for second hand. I think
Yeah,
maybe. I'll
maybe.
have to have a rummage around and see if I can get hold of a copy anyway.
It's a good one to pick up, and the online community is still really active because they keep adding like new stuff via updates, which is pretty cool. So yeah, still worth picking up. Even it's like almost a year since it came out, which is
Is it a year?
it came out
Wow.
on like February or something, I think, didn't it? Or was it March? It was certainly early. I'd have to Google it, but I'm not going to do it now. But I don't know.
I don't know. But yes, I think that is.
Aquilon's not here, so someone else has to do it, don't they? So
It's been so quiet for months and months and months, and then you come back on.
I know. Me and Carl are like really mature, and you know we're not messing around. We're doing a proper show with some serious integrity. And come in here.
like, come on, we're gonna ruin it.
Nah, don't be silly, man. We love you.
Yeah, we love you. You and your pirate hat.
Arr. It somehow looks more intimidating with the beard.
Just, I don't know where he's got the angel wings things. No, he doesn't suit the halo.
For beard or beard.
Beardception.
That's a beard inside a beard, though, right? Okay.
You could live inside that beard. Right then. On that note, we're going to call it a evening. So thank you ever so much for watching as always. I'm Carl Theodore Jackal. We also have with us the beautiful Rubber Podge. Say goodbye, Podge.
Goodbye, Podge.
We have the beardy Predators Bro or Houston. Say goodbye, Houston.
Bye.
No, try again. Say goodbye, Houston.
Goodbye, Houston. Better?
There we go. That's better. Good boy. You can have a treat. I don't know where I'm going. Right, we're out of here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, be sure to check out the website www.geekitblock.co.uk for, well, not a lot, but you know, check it out anyway. There'll be information from us. Well, it doesn't get.
There's no point in lying to you. There's nothing on there.
The lie.
The cake is a. I want cake now.
Yeah, good.
Cake. Right, then, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you later.
See you later,
Peace out.
guys.
Bye.